Hey, my beautiful family. Sea Island girl here. How you guys doing? Oh, man. It's been a rough weekend. Just rough. I had to work yesterday, so it's a rough weekend. But anyway, that's not the reason why I'm on here. The reason why I'm on here is to say everybody can't be telling the same lie. Well, you know what? Let me take that back. They can be telling the same lie, but you can weed out who's real and who's not. We're smart enough for that. We can weed them out. So, I have had my YouTube for a long time. I want to say since 2008 or 2010, but I just never did anything with it. And I said, when I do something with it, let me just check it out and see what's different, what's missing, what I don't see on YouTube. So anyway, I end up getting COVID, and from the COVID, I end up getting psoriasis, which changed my complete world. You talking about somebody who used to wear makeup, somebody who had their eyelashes done. Now, see, I ain't got much. Hair done up, just always on point with the way I look. I didn't wear a lot of makeup, but I did wear some makeup. And I got the psoriasis. Bam. Hold on. My daughter said that thing was expired. She said it's November 7th, and now it's February 10th.
Oh, yeah, 3 days.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah, you're right. You gotta do it again.
There we go. Always them kids, huh?
Yep. Pull up a little bit more.
A little bit more?
Right there.
All right. I'm about to get my car inspected here. Hold on 1 second. So, I was thinking, I said, everybody, child, it's cold out here. Everybody can't be telling the same lie. There's just no way everybody telling the same lie. So, like I said, I was doing my YouTube based on the psoriasis. I want to be different. I want to do my own thing. I don't see nobody really on here, especially women of color, talking about their psoriasis experience and their skin and what's really going on. So anyway, I ended up starting a YouTube channel on that. And then I just remember now, I'm 50 years old and came down with psoriasis. So then now I went on and but I went on and continued on with my journey on starting that. But I know this ain't no views, 1 or 2 views happening. I'm like, wait a dang on minute, what's going on? I thought it would be better than this. Let me look up some more information and see what I could find on me doing my own YouTube. So then I start, again researching, and I put it in there, starting a new YouTube up in the search bar. I put in there starting a new YouTube up, and all of a sudden I start seeing DoorDash. Every time I put that thing up about starting up a new YouTube or starting up YouTube, I seen her videos populating. So I was like, okay, let me watch her, see what she talking about. And then when I was watching her, and by the way, DoorDash, I thank you and I love you. I really do. You is a sweetheart. All right. I weeded out, and I weeded you out. And it's like God keep bringing you to me in my videos. All right. So now, hated to be judgmental, but then I saw DoorDash doing her deliveries. She didn't have all that fake hair in. She didn't have a bunch of lipstick on. She had nothing like a lip gloss. That's all she had on. So then I was like, I don't know if her YouTube gonna be what I need to be following, but let me see what she talking about. Mind you now, 2 months, or maybe a month and a half prior, me starting up my YouTube or talking about the psoriasis, I had said in the very first video, this ain't gonna be your normal YouTube, because I'm about to get real nitty gritty with it about what is going on in my life out with the psoriasis. So I ain't had no makeup on. My hair my hair was okay, but I was, talking about my journey of driving trucks and coming down with psoriasis. That was my main reasons for starting up the video. All right, I started up the YouTube. So then now, fast forward now, no views are happening, so I came up on DoorDash. So I said, okay, she ain't even had no money yet, y'all. She didn't have no money. The girl was on here doing her DoorDash every day, all day. And I said, okay, all right. But she still wasn't making no money. And then all of a sudden, she started getting people start telling her to become monetized in the comments. So she's like, all right, let me go on and get monetized. And then, I can't even remember the timeline, but it wasn't too long after that. She said, oh my God, y'all. I'm going to get some money from YouTube on the 21st. And it's going to be my first check. I was like, oh, we. Okay. So she's talk about strategies. She talk about just follow and copy and do everything I tell you that I do. Just do it. She kept saying that. And then she got her first check. She showed it to us. She showed it to the channel, her community. And I said to myself, this girl is really, really out here doing this. She is really getting it. So then I said to myself, I'm over here trying to talk about psoriasis. Folks don't want to hear about no dang on psoriasis. They don't want to hear about that. They don't want to hear what you got going on about your skin. That's why I wasn't getting no views, because nobody was talking about it. It's not something that was trending at the time. Oh, gosh, it's cold. Anyway, let me move around a little bit. Okay. All right. Oh, this is a good little backdrop right here. All right. Okay. So, anyway, now, I said to myself, Shamil, you're going to have to turn this around, baby. You got to turn this around. This ain't going to work for you if this is what you're trying to do. This is not the direction to go. All right. So, then now, bam. DoorDash got hardship. Sea Island girl got hardship now. 50 years old, driving a truck, and got laid off. That's what y'all want to hear. I'm sitting up here distraught about my psoriasis. I'm distraught about my skin. And I figured, okay, I want to be different. Everybody want to know about what I got going on with my skin. That ain't what y'all want to hear. Y'all want to hear about me being laid off at 50 years old and broke. That's what y'all want to hear. So I got on here first of all and just start talking about my experience of being laid off at 50 years old. Felt like I'm in a rut, like I'm about to start all over again. And I look at DoorDash, and she was as real as she could be. No makeup, hair ain't fancy, nothing. She just went from Bing to Bing to Can I have my order, boo-boo? What? People like this kind of stuff. You don't want to talk about real situations like, your hardship or yourself. No, you've got to talk about your experience in life. Then now, I done got depressed. I'm used to making $13, $14, sometimes $1,700 a week driving a truck. And then I had to come off the road. I didn't go back to get another truck, because my daughter needed me. She ended up getting a good paying job that can take care of her and a baby. And I got to be off this truck to help my granddaughter. So let me back up a little bit now. I've always kept a side hustle. Always. Even when I was on that truck, I was trying to hustle to do something, sell houses with a friend. And then the job...
You ready?
I'm ready. The job laid me off. And I'm like, wait just a minute now. What am I going to do for this investment I done got myself in? What am I going to do? Anyway. The investment is on standstill right now. The investment on the standstill. All right. I'm about to drive off, so let me pause the video and I'll be back.
A few moments later.
All right. I had to go to another spot and move out of the parking spot so that guy could get his inspection done. But anyway, let me go and break this down. Everybody, we are intelligent people that God has created and put on this earth. And I don't care how many people on here, we can weed out the crap from the bull crap. We are smart individuals that can do that. And also, I feel like at the right and opportune time, God is going to send people your way for a season. And that person, individual, group, whatever, for that season, it has a job to get you through whatever you're going through. So when I hear people, saying, oh, my man left me, he's there for a season. Oh, my best friend did this to me. She or he is there for a season. People ain't put in your life. Yes, some may last for a lifetime, but believe you me, the people you meet, the people you work with, co-worker, your boss is in your life for a season. Maybe you ought to get that job to be able to get into that house you've been wanting or start your family, whatever it is. Then you get what you get. You move on. God has blessed you. And then your boss lay you off. You were with that boss for a season. So when you're sitting up there crying, lost my job, being in a fetal position, bringing stress and depression on yourself, believe you me, recognize that this is happening because it's their season to be in your life. Now, I hear Dodash talking. What is she talking about? That scream, though. What's she screaming about? I felt like this girl was brought to the channel for me, for my season. And I said to myself, she talking, she ain't got no money. She couldn't even buy dish soap. And the young lady was telling us to get on YouTube. So then now I started changing my topic. I'm sorry if I sound like I'm all over the place, but I am so pumped up about this YouTube situation. Like, I just cannot believe it. That all she was on there talking about and doing her DoorDash. I mean, doing her, DoorDash. I mean, she doing her DoorDash. And all she was on there taking them orders, working all day, every single day. This girl is out here hustling. And then I said to myself, all right, now I done got laid off my job. My grandchild need me. But the thing about me is I've always kept a side hustle. So while I was on that truck, I had my son doing my side hustle, my side gig for me while I was on that truck. So when I got laid off, yes, it was a blessing for me to get back into that side gig. But that side gig was not paying me $1,400 a week. Now I done went from that much money to making like $500-$600 for the week. I said to myself, okay, this right here is a lesson learned, that you sit up here depending on folks to make $1. And I've always depended on myself. And I put in the video that I had went on this truck to help my husband. And it worked out some. Yes, I was able to take care of some, help him with some stuff. But then it just all fall apart. I'm over here upset and sad over something that should just only been a season for me. I wanted to keep that job driving. But I had to get off. I started having psoriasis on my skin. And truck driving life is not easy having that condition. So, not even just for my daughter, for the psoriasis, I had to get off the road and figure out my skin. I even got misdiagnosed for 6 months. Because you hear me, I started my channel, and I said, hey, my, what's it called? Dermatitis family. And all this time, I ain't even had dermatitis. I had plaque psoriasis. Because I had a bad breakout. And then I had to go find another doctor to go get checked out. Anywho, I just say, there's no way people want to hear me talk about me being laid off. There's no way people want to hear me talk about my hardship right now. But you know what? What I got to lose? What I got to lose following DoorDash? The girl is on here telling. So then now she got her first check. She finally went to Disney World. I was happy for that girl. Like, my situation was nothing compared to how she had been living. And I just could not just believe that this is happening for her. And just as she just come on here just being so real. Get on YouTube. Da-da-da-da-da-da. I was like, all right. I'm listening. I'm taking. So then I started inching into talking about my layoff. I started talking a little bit about, this gig I'm doing. I'm now back down to $500 a week, and I got to make it work. I start unplugging. I start cutting off crap. You would have thought I was part of temptation when I was unplugging all this stuff that was coming out of my bank account. I had to do that. I had to bring myself right back down to ground zero. Because now I am in zero. Now my bank account is about to be in the negative. So I got to do something. So I started changing up the way I was, my videos. I started using some of her titles. And I only had 5 followers at the time, y'all. And I think within a week or two, I had gained 10 more. Or 7 more. Something like that. But I started seeing the numbers change. I was like, ooh-wee. Folks really want to hear your hardship. And right now, it's like, it's not even funny. But right now, your 50-year-old girl is having a hard time. I gotta stay on this gig for my granddaughter. I gotta be flexible. When school is out, my daughter needs me. She can't go to daycare. She in between that transitional stage where, no more daycare and really after school program is only at school. But when school is out, she ain't got nobody. So now grandma gotta step in and help the daughter out. I said, all right. Oh, excuse me. So then I said, let me go on and talk about that. And I talked about it, and I started talking about my gig job. And then I'm making all the changes in my life to make my YouTube be successful. And then all of a sudden, Dante London. I love him and his wife too. They come up talking about the same thing. They started catching on to what DoorDash had been saying. So, I said, you know what this starting to feel like, y'all? I'm starting to feel like these folks, Noah and the Ark. And they telling us to get in the dang Ark because it's about to go downstream. I just cannot believe this. He talking about the same things, and then he start getting checks. I was like, oh my goodness, there's no way people just want to hear us talking about our hardship. They just ain't no way. But y'all, when DoorDash said the magic word, if you're 50 and over, get your A's on YouTube, I went into full throttle. I started changing up my topics. I just talked about my gig. I don't think I even talk about psoriasis no more. And my numbers have changed. They're slowly changing, but they're changing. I see it. And I want to tell them two people, DoorDash, Dante, I thank you. I even sent Dante an email. I asked DoorDash to let me know what she thought about my videos. And I understand she getting flooded with a lot of comments and stuff like that, but she does reply to your comments. But that particular question, she didn't answer for me, but that's okay. I went on and emailed Dante. That's okay. Y'all better get on it. That's all I got to say. We 50 years old. If you 50 years old, we got to start listening to these young people. Ain't no quick money for us. We probably ain't even got retirement. But darn gone it, I'm going to try while I can to get it while I can. And hopefully I can live a lasting life till the end, being on YouTube. I started my YouTube channel. I started making the changes they suggested. I even started a cake business about 2 weeks ago. At 50 years old. Ain't nothing gonna stop me. Ain't nothing gonna stop me. And I feel like I'm telling you, these people are like going in an ark. And they know what in folks talking about the same thing. And actually can show the proof that they are getting a check. That they ain't flashy. They not, got the most makeup on, nails, none of that. And they talking about the experience. And they telling us to jump in the wagon while YouTube is making it easy for us to become monetized. And I'm taking their advice. I really am. And I'm trying to do my channel every single day. The hardest time for me is the weekends, because I be trying to hustle and work still, and then I'll be just trying to cook something decent for the weekend. I got a lot going on, but I'm definitely listening to what they got to say. And I suggest you guys do the same thing. We 50 years old and are above 50. This world ain't got much more to offer us. If anything, they want to deplete us and say we too old for certain positions. So, look at my channel. I think I got 40 subscribers. And when I started this channel, I think I started it back in September, October, I only had 5. I've only had like a handful of views. Now I'm getting over 700 views for the week or for the month. I'm inching my way up. I'm working on it. And I believe that God's going to work this out for me. And I'm a firm believer that Dodash and Dante London has been brought to my life for a season. And I thank him. So, family, I don't care how you look today, pick up that camera and start talking. If you suffer from depression like me, get up and start talking. If you sad and down because that man left last night with you and them kids, get up and start talking. Boyfriends, leave them girls alone and stay focused on your future. Because that girl only gonna be around for a season. And she done left you high and dry. Get on YouTube and talk about your situation. These people are talking about it. They giving us the recipe. They telling us how to mix it and turn it, and don't over stir it. Just get it, flip it, and work it out. Follow everything I'm saying. Y'all, let's do this thing. I'm done talking. I'm a 50-fat-year-old woman. Wouldn't even have thought people want to see me on YouTube. So, Dodash, you say if you 50, get your A's on YouTube, baby. I'm here for the ride. So, until next time, like I always say, thank y'all for the love. Thank you for the support. Thank you for all y'all have done for me, community. I love y'all to the max. I thank you. So, until next time, take it easy.